Go ahead and ask your questions in the question box and you will be unmuted.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right, let's see here. Yeah, so a couple things. One is I set up retargeting campaigns for Black Friday. It didn't reach very many people. I wonder if it's because it's US based. So I did this is not a huge deal. I got plenty of Black Friday results just by hitting my email list and posting my social media, but I tried to experiment this time by retargeting Facebook ads, and it looks like it didn't do very much. I'm actually curious. Basically, I set $25 a day, and it only spent like $33 over Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then part of today.
Click on the hit edit on that. Yeah, just edit. Because the audience size must have not been that big. Scroll down.
Yeah, it's not very big.
See.
So this is anybody who looked at the website in the past 30 days, looked at Instagram or Facebook page in 30 days, excluded people who have logged into the actual bootcamp area. Oh, location United States. I think that's part of the problem too. I would say like US is probably a little less than 50% of my customers.
Really?
Yeah, I'm very international. Yeah.
Yeah, so like you should just choose like worldwide in that case, or whichever countries that you're predominantly in.
Yeah, I didn't think about it for the retargeting stuff. It's pretty split. It's like I need to do a customer analysis and see. Right. But from website traffic, I mean, US is not the majority. I think like India is the majority, but India does not make up a majority of the customers.
Got it. Okay. It doesn't want to tell us the potential reach, which is strange. Go ahead and click on the teachable. Just go ahead and X that one out in the exclude.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Because that might be able to populate it for us. No, it didn't. Okay. If it says unavailable, it's almost like it's not even like 1,000 people, which shouldn't be the case, because in the last 30 days page views, you should have at least been able to find like.
I mean, it's like 15,000 users on Google.
Yeah.
I think it's because it's like, limited to United States.
Okay. Yeah, then moving forward, like just make sure to choose the countries that you primarily get sales from.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I need to do a customer analysis. Let's see here.
And then just double check the audience size before you go live with it. So like a good rule of thumb is like for retargeting, it should be no more than like $10 per 10,000 people.
Okay.
Because when we looked, it said like you had like 50,000 or like 40 to 50,000 people, and so it would have made sense to do like a 25 daily, because if the match rate's just a little less, that would have been accurate.
I think that was 45. Yeah, I think it was like 45K for like 90 days. I guess I could go to 90-day website visitors.
Yeah, so no more than 10. Yeah, perfect. You did it right. That's right. Awesome.
Okay.
All right, let's look at the other step.
Yeah, the email list didn't even deliver. I'm not really sure why, but I don't want to get hung up on this. But like, I just imported my email list from emails and it did like nothing. Maybe there, I mean, but there are people. They matched, I believe so.
Okay, edit on that one, because I just want to make sure like I'm not missing anything here. Yeah, it says unavailable in this case too. X out on the teachable. Sometimes when you exclude things, it won't tell you the potential reach. Yeah, it's not doing it in this case.
Okay. All right.
All right. Yeah.
That's fine. We'll kill that. Okay, so let's look at the roadmap funnel. I also realized that I probably should have like done some sort of Black Friday thing on the paid traffic, or like not been spending. I don't know. It's not a big deal. But I feel like I was kind of sinking money on Black Friday by sending paid traffic to the full price funnel, but that's okay. Okay, so retargeting. Let's look at lookalikes.
Go to last month or last 7 days.
Organize my screen here so we can see stuff a little better. Okay, last 7 days.
Yeah, and then do you have those other columns that we set up the very last time?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, so like the coaching page views needs to be cut. That's pretty, well, yeah, it does. It needs to be cut.
Okay, so that's people who purchased the coaching page views. That's the page they see when after they purchase my organic funnel over 30 days. And the past 30 days before I ran the Black Friday sale was kind of slow. So that could be a reason that data is not as good. I don't know if we need to increase the time range for that, or
You can do
because I
last
mean,
14 days if you want to check.
yeah, okay. Still kind
Yeah,
of
it's
low.
still really high though for the registrations
Yeah.
completed. You see
makes
that
sense.
column at $74. So last
Yeah.
7 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like we want to look at the lower funnel metrics in this case, which is the content views and the registrations completed, because that's the closest to being a bootcamp purchase.
So these are all pretty close together.
Right. Did you ever set up do you have initiate checkout as a pixel conversion?
We took it out because it was the same as registration completed.
Cool. All right, that makes sense. Yeah, it looks like the top one, you see how in this case, remember when we were talking about how like about a month ago or about 2 weeks ago when we were looking at these results, your opt-ins were higher than your content views. But now people are starting to watch that stuff more often.
Yeah, we had a page where you had to wait. Like it was like webinar starting in 15 minutes, like opt in then wait, and I took that away.
Perfect. Yeah, you see how like much of an increase that happened? Literally like 3 times now for every one person who opts in, the average person is viewing the video 3 times over, which is way better. Here, go ahead and do last 14 days, or yeah, do
like
last
previous 7 days.
And then just compare it. Yeah, just hit the compare button in the top right.
Compare. You want me to like actually just select the previous 14 days, previous 7 days?
Yeah, I don't remember when that happened. I believe it, yeah.
Let's just do it like, I think that's actually, no, it happened in here, I think.
Just do last 7 days and it'll compare both of them. It'll go all the way back. Just press the last 7 day button.
Let's do this, hit last 7 days, and then I'll do this, compare, and then I'll click.
It pulls it automatically.
All right, let's just do update. Because I don't think it's a perfect overlap.
Press the cost per content view. Just click that little arrow that's pointing to the right. Click. So, yep, your cost decreased by 57%. You see how big of a decrease that was?
I think it's even bigger.
Really good.
I think this is actually a more accurate indicator. Let's do this. So for last 7 days, instead of doing that, let's do, I think this is when the change happened. So
it does it automatically. You just have to select.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, update. So let's do this. It's not telling me.
Go back to it. What? Click on it and then just do the, in the top right, choose the timeline. And then you'll select, no, just hit the last 7 days again, and then you'll just select the number 20 like you did earlier. Last 7 days.
Okay, I gotcha.
And then
I see.
There you go.
I see. Update. I see. It's not telling me the delta though. That's weird.
Yeah, but we just looked at it and we know it's a big decrease.
Yeah, close
so
enough.
yeah, so like basically the objective was like move more people further into the funnel, get people to like start.
And we've done that, yeah.
Yeah, now we need to basically, let's go ahead and remove the compare again, and let's look how we can get people to move through the registration process faster.
Okay. Okay, awesome. So it's costing $10 to get them to register for the boot camp. And then they're seeing a page at that point that's like, after they've registered with their username and password, they're seeing a page that's like a paywall. So they gotta pay $1,000 to get in. I'll show you.
You might want to set up a custom conversion just for people who viewed that.
That's what registration complete is.
People who just viewed it?
So
registration is completed when they submit that button. So like go to your pixel.
Let me pull up the funnel too, just show you it. So here's the order form. This is what they see after they sign up. So you're saying go to this page?
Yeah, go to your pixel now. And then you're going to hit setup in the top right. You'll just press you'll choose this pixel details, and then you'll hit setup, and then you'll select setup new events, and then use Facebook event tool, and then paste that URL.
Should this be initiate checkout maybe?
Yeah, go ahead and go with that one actually. That'll work.
So how do I do that? Like
edit, it already is initiate checkout. Cool, but the purchase button, it says complete order, get instant access. Hit the review button on the second purchase. Why is that one asking for a review?
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's saying
no.
this.
Yeah, no, dismiss that. That's not correct. Okay, cool. Yeah, you already have it set up. So let's just go back to your
So I think that's why we were saying like initiate checkout and registration completed were like the same, because pretty much everybody who registered like saw that page.
Okay, can you open up that other ad account we were just in?
Oh yeah, sorry.
We just need to make sure you have a very clear picture of how people are moving through the funnel, so we can actually like optimize to move these people further.
Sure. All right, so you want to see that column?
Mm-hmm.
So total and cost.
Yep, and then just scroll down, unselect those boxes, and then move them in front of your purchase column.
Gosh, this thing's twitchy. It's like I can't.
And then have you been auditing all of the people who are going through and purchasing?
Hold on one second, let me pull this up. All right.
Yeah, you see so out of the 18 people who completed the registration, only 15 of them made it to the actual page.
Why?
some people just may not have loaded the page. They might have went to go check their email. Anything could have really happened where they drop off. So that's why we do this, so that way we can see how far people are making it through this process. All right, so the next step would be, so you've had 15 people. And what's your average, even if you had a 5% conversion rate.
If it was a 5% conversion rate, we need 20 people on there.
Yeah.
If it was, a 1% conversion rate, we need 100.
Exactly. Okay, so you just got to get more people to go to that process in the funnel.
So let's just say it's a 1% conversion rate. I mean, it's still $11. So even if like it's $11 per action, it's a 1% conversion rate, that still only means, hold on a second. Oh, that wouldn't quite get us there.
The program cost is $9.97.
$9.99. That's what or whatever it is.
So you would have to have a little bit higher than a 1% conversion rate. And even if
that's conversion rate way down in this funnel. You know what I mean? It's not like cold conversion.
Yeah. Okay. It looks like the other ad sets. So basically, to decrease that cost, you're going to have to move more money towards the things that are getting it at a lower budget. Your opt-in, your bootcamp opt-in is like, you should double that spend.
Yeah, to make up for what we cut off at least.
Yeah, go ahead and do it. Money there. Yeah. And then you should also test more audiences, like a lot more audiences, so that way you can find out. And then hit publish, and then you need to go to deselect that ad set, and then just go to all ads. And then on the far left hand side, you see that on the right underneath that thermostat, that little speed dial thing, all the way to the left.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and then hover over show, click creative. Yeah, and it's going to give you an idea of. So you see this creative right here, the top one. Look at the checkouts initiated, how much it cost. $5.70.
Where? Where's checkout initiated costs? Okay, I see.
So basically, like
become a blockchain developer,
if you keep lowering the cost in the lower part of the funnel, you're going to have an unbelievable amount of people making it through this thing, right? That's just optimal. But like if you have spin going towards like other ones, like the one below it, where it's like 22 initiated checkout, it's going to be very high in cost. So you basically just need to keep spinning until we can get somebody to go through on a purchase and find out which ad it's going to be. And then I'd start cutting ads that are really high in spend on the lower funnel metrics, not the high funnel metrics, the lower funnel metrics.
So would this be an example?
Yeah, exactly. Yep, it would be.
So like, should we just optimize towards saying like this is like our ad? Or
yeah,
like
so like that one's obviously much better. I mean, look at the content view cost. If you look at the registration cost, it beats every single one of these. Because they're lower funnel metrics, and that's what you need, is like people to get closer down the pipeline.
It's also a video.
Nice, cool. Yeah, so I mean, like this tells you like this is attracting more like higher quality people, like very clearly.
Well, let's also like.
You can rank it by checkouts initiated. I'd rank it by the checkouts initiated, just by volume, because that'll give you a better idea. Yep, it's still there. It's still the same one.
Yeah. Here's this one, $2. But shouldn't we also weigh that against the number of impressions?
No, you should weigh it against how much it has in amount spent.
Because Facebook's spending it for you because they think people like that ad?
Yeah, it only has $4 compared to the one way above it, which is at 45. It's literally like 10 times the amount of spend.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, so basically, like next steps would be, you see the one at the very bottom, the how I become a highly paid blockchain developer.
Yeah, this one. Mm-hmm.
Where hover over it? No. It's the $22 cost per checkout.
This one right here.
Yeah. Click those and then like click on the ads, the 4 ads. All right. Yeah, so like it looks like I would just you just need to turn off the top 2. Yeah. Just turn off those top 2. Because like they've spent, I mean, like they just don't have a single metric on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically you just need to do this with all the ad sets, all of the ads, and just be very careful and only look at the lower funnel metrics, right?
Right, I gotcha.
Cut them by those numbers. And it's going to force, if Facebook's going to be forced to put that money towards the ads that are obviously very low in cost, and you're just going to see a big explosion in the amount of people coming through without spending any more additional money. And then you'll have more people complete, like registrations completed. You'll have more people like going to the checkouts initiated. Then eventually, like once you get enough checkouts initiated, all we need is one person to go through, and then we'll know, like, all right, let's start optimizing towards this ad. Because like you're at how much in spend in total for the last 7 days?
Should I go to the campaigns level?
Yeah, and just deselect the ad IDs at the top. Yeah.
I mean, just total, I spent like $218. Yeah,
so like if your average cost is like $600, then that's still 300 net every time. And then that'll just decrease over month as you optimize with more data.
Yeah, totally.
Interest, I mean, let's click on that one.
If I can get it. Which one?
Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. I mean, so if I can get it ROI positive, just to see that people actually buy it and we can optimize it, then, you know, it's definitely a step in the right direction.
Exactly. But you have to get you have to push them towards the lower funnel metrics. That's the way to get as close as you can to that. All right, you should go ahead and like launch like another 5 interest audiences, like at the $5 range, just testing like single ones, trying to like find them. And then also it's like, we need to keep this in mind, if less than half, like if the United States is not the majority of your buyers, then that's already like, you know, crippling us by 60%.
Right.
So like you should also consider launching it with some of the countries that have the highest purchases, the purchase conversion rate.
Yeah, I'll try to find a way to segment out my customers. I mean, should I segment it out based upon? Should I do an ad set per country, or should I just do like a worldwide?
Test both.
Okay.
Yeah. And generally, worldwide is good for retargeting, but like when you're doing specific countries, sometimes it's usually better to like break them out in singles, so that way you can track which one's better. But at the same time, I mean, it's just going to depend. You don't have enough data yet.
I mean, yeah, totally. So like I have to go through my Stripe dashboard and like analyze stuff, but just to give you an idea, like let's do.
Yeah, I would heavily go through all of your analytics, like extremely detailed, like just looking at every little data metric you can to find out like who the audience is that's converting.
Like sessions by country in the last 7 days, India is like 22.99%. United States is only 16.25% of people just on the website. Okay,
well, do you have like lower funnel metrics in here?
I don't have purchases set up. It's a goal of mine to get my Google Analytics stuff dialed in better. But I can basically take my existing data and I can get a good idea of what the rough categorization is by looking at other data.
here's a quick thing you can do. This is going to help a ton. Go to, I just released this in an article today. Go ahead and go to the ads manager and then go to analytics. In the top left, just select the 3 little bars, then select analytics. Nope, it's a little bit below attribution. Yep, click that. Then select your pixel.
Which one am we using? This one.
Yep, that's it. Select that, and then you're going to go to create dashboard on the left. And then you're going to title it what, funnel or something. Yeah, just title it funnel. And then you're going to click on funnel in the middle. Yep, click
I do have purchase events from every single purchase that's ever happened in the bootcamp though.
Where, is that in Facebook or what?
Yeah, I've had a Facebook pixel installed on my website from day one, from the funnels from day one, even if I haven't like created reports.
Perfect. Yeah, that's exactly why I wanted us to go here. So go ahead and select event, choose page views. You're going to map your funnel, just how we did in your ads manager, except this is just going to be a more visual way of looking at it. Page views. Next thing is lead, or I believe it's you have a different title for it. Just click the plus sign next to page views.
I see.
And then you'll choose the next one in the funnel.
I think it's custom events. I think I don't see my custom stuff in there.
Go to your ads manager, just click in the top left and look at it, see what it is. In the top left. Nope, don't use a different tab so that way you don't lose this. Sorry.
I gotcha.
In the very far left, it has your tabs open. I think you have one open.
This is the other one.
Yeah, you're titling it with a custom conversion. So basically, roadmap.
So what do you want me to look at?
That's what it's called. Go back to the analytics on that tab. And then you'll click on lead, because it's not lead. You're not titling it that. Yours needs to be scrolled down. This is going to get technical. You're going to have to choose micro data or subscribe button click. One of those two it's going to be. It's probably going to be the button click actually. Go down one.
Refine?
Down one.
This one?
And then hit refine. Yep. And then choose the parameter, see what it says. No, that's not going to be it. Close. Basically, we have to find out. We can basically find your button title.
We can look at a page. Like they have a page that they see after they've signed up. We could drill down on that page. That's how I define the custom conversion anyway. Like viewed a specific page. Like if they view this page, like this is the opt-in page. If they normally, this is Black Friday theme right now, but normally this is the regular opt-in. After they sign up and they view this page, they've signed up. So I could just say everybody who's seen this page. That's how I do it in Google Analytics.
What about the funnel you're using with the Facebook ads?
I do for Facebook ads. I'm opting in with ClickFunnels. This is on my website for organic traffic.
But if you're going to map your funnel, don't you want to map it on the Facebook ads so that way you can understand it better, or no? You can build two different funnels. I thought you were trying to
say. I'm sorry. I thought you were trying to say, let's find who your existing customers are.
Yep. So build that funnel and then also build the one for your Facebook ads in the visual.
Okay.
Just mess with those settings until you can find it out, and then once you have those visualized, I'll be able to circle back and show you some of the things that you can do. Sure.
Okay, so map out Facebook funnel, and then map out organic funnel.
Yeah.
Okay, so really quickly, if I was gonna map out the Facebook funnel, wouldn't it just be the view to specific domain rather than all page views?
Yep, you're just gonna have to choose the URL that they go to.
That's fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, I can map out both of those. And then is there a way to like see the demographics of people who purchased at all?
Yep, you'll be able to do all of that here.
Okay,
If you just, once you build those out, just like start going through the settings on the left-hand side, you'll run into it very quickly.
Okay.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, I can do that.
I can come back at the end of this call, possibly.
Okay, perfect. All right,
Cool.
sounds good.
All right. All right. If you have a question, go ahead and ask. I have a question in the question box, and you'll be unmuted. All right, Ryan, you've been unmuted.
Hey, Chase.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How
Good.
I had just a couple questions. I just got my ads launched and everything up on the website. But I had a couple questions about the ads. I was having trouble getting some of these to turn on, and then it was like allowing me to, once I clicked on it, to do individual ones, but not the whole ad set. I don't know if that makes a difference.
What do you mean, like individual ones?
So if I clicked on here, like website visitors, I mean, obviously this one worked. I guess I should go to the other one. I had to click on here and then click on turn on all for it to work, compared to just turning on this. Like when I turned on here, the main ad set, it didn't turn on all the individual ads.
Got it. Yeah, you have to basically select that, and then you would just have to turn on.
Okay.
Click on the.
Also, did I do too many of them? Because I realized, I thought you said 5 and the control audience, but I think it was 5 including the control audience. Is that correct?
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's just based off what your metrics are currently. If you have enough like visitors per pixel event, then like it's worth having them. But like if you have like over 1,000 initiate checkouts in the last 30 days, that one should be on. If you don't have over 1,000, like don't turn it on.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Also, go ahead.
If you want to click on the ads on the ad level, just so that we can see some of the ads.
Oh, okay.
Do you have 1,000 initiate checkouts?
No.
Yeah, then I would leave that ad set off that you just turned on.
Okay.
Cool. And then scroll over a little bit, like scroll to the left, because we can't see. And then hover over like the purchase, like the dash in the purchase column on the left hand side.
The dash, where?
It's underneath the results column.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just hover over that dash. There you go. Yeah, so basically, like you want to look at those numbers because that's going to tell you how many people are actually like getting close to add to cart, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like you have $1 add to cart, go down one. So like that one's probably, if you have, do you know what your store conversion rate is per cart? I mean per product?
No, I mean, I literally just got the website up two nights ago.
Got it. Okay, so do you see the difference between your add to cart audience and your website visitors audience? Hover over the top one again.
Yeah, clear difference.
Yeah, so like basically the one below it probably isn't going to end up. Yeah, I would just go ahead and cut the add to cart already.
So, but I turned that one off. Does that turn off this whole ad set or just?
Yep, it turns off that entire ad set, all the ads included. Then hover over your control audience.
I was having trouble getting these to turn on before, but it looks like now they're able to. Yeah, they weren't turning on. It was just gray before, and it wouldn't allow me to. I was also wondering this. I was getting receipts from Facebook that I had already spent $25 yesterday, and it was only showing like $4 and something, and I kept refreshing it, and now it's showing 19, but I know I'm well beyond that.
In the top right, just choose the time range.
So lifetime or last 7 days.
Whenever you started running the ads, you can find out.
Okay.
Scroll over to the left, and then just hover over the website visitors again. Let's see how many add to carts are there.
Oh, where?
Over the purchase dash. Yeah, so basically it would probably be easier if you just build out. So you see the columns next to performance. You need to visualize your data better so we can see like how far people are making it on each of these ad sets. Otherwise, it's going to be too tedious to have to like check these manually. You see the columns right next to performance? Click that, and then just how we were I don't know if you were on this call when we were looking at Gregory's beforehand, how he had like all of the data in the columns like lined up in order as people got lower in their funnel, right? Except in your case for ecom, it's just going to be like the order would be like link clicks, and then it would go to content view, and then it would go to add to cart, initiate checkout, add payment info, purchase. You see what I'm saying? So you need to customize. Yeah, go to customize columns. It's towards the very bottom.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then just map each individual column in order as people get lower in the funnel. So here, I'm gonna request access to it. Your mouse, do you see it on your end where you can give control?
No, cancel. No, I'm not seeing anything. I allowed it beforehand, initially.
Oh, let's see if it works. No, it's not there. It should be on the right side where your control panel, you should be able to like give access.
Give keyboard and mouse. You don't have access?
Nope.
What do I need to do?
If you don't see it, then you just need to map out your columns if you can't give access, because I'm gonna try to pull something up on my end to make it easier. All right. I'm going to share my screen so you can see it. All right.
Okay.
All right. Can you see this?
Yes.
All right, cool. So basically what I was saying is you need to map out your columns so you can understand how far people are like making it in your funnel. Okay. And so like for ecom, this is an ecom account. So basically we're just going to remove like quality ranking, engagement ranking, conversion rate ranking. We're going to remove last significant edit. We're going to remove bid strategy. And then we're going to move the results next to cost per result. We're going to remove end, schedule. Link clicks will go after impressions. And then we'll remove on website purchase. On Facebook purchase, remove that.
Okay.
Then the amount spent will go right next to budget. And then literally what we need to do is just add in content views with total cost. Then we unselect these. Content views goes after link clicks, because a link click is just somebody clicking on your ad, right? That doesn't mean they made it to your site. That just means they clicked on it.
Yeah.
Because if your site's not fast, there's no way of knowing if they made it there. So content view means they viewed a product at least. That's like viewing an actual like product page. The next step would be they add to cart. That's them literally clicking the add to cart button. So that would be right after content view, right? That happens right after they view the page.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The next thing they would do is initiate checkout. That means they not only added to cart, but they visited the checkout page and they started the process to enter in their info, right? And that goes right before cost per add to cart. It's right after. There it is. Checkout's initiated. And then the final one is, I believe it's like add payment. That means they actually entered in their payment info, and when they did it, and whether it calculated shipping for them, if that's how it's set up on your end, or they just entered it in plainly, added their payment info, but never hit the purchase button. They have it all entered, they just never click that purchase button. That's what this is, right?
Okay. Yep.
Results, cost per result, and then your results are purchases because obviously you're optimizing for purchases, right?
Yes.
Then you just hit apply, and now you can literally see how much you've spent, how many people you reached. 120 people clicked on a link, and out of those 120, at least for every one person, it looks like, you know, on average, a person views a product more, like 2 products almost, or a little like 1.5. So for every other person, somebody's viewing a second product, okay?
Yeah.
And then out of those 120 people who clicked, 53 added to cart, which is really good. Like literally like a 0.76 add to cart is like really nice. But like, then you see like out of the 53 who added to cart, only 7 of them actually initiated checkout. So like in this case, it could be very obvious that, you know, whenever they add to cart, it doesn't automatically take them to the checkout page. You know how some e-commerce sites do and don't?
Yeah.
In this case,
Like
theirs doesn't take them to the checkout page. It just adds it to cart and they have to manually go when they're ready. You know, so the solution would be, if we want to improve the amount of people making it to the checkout initiated, we would just force it every time somebody adds the cart, it forces them into the checkout page. Thus leading them to probably purchase more often or purchase faster. Yes, it could lower the average order value, but it also is actually worth it because you can increase the amount of revenue you get much quicker because you're losing less people, you know?
Yeah, instead of an add to cart, it would just say buy now and take them immediately to the checkout page.
Exactly. So like these are the things, but like how would you have known to make that decision? Well, you build out these columns in order. This is the very top of funnel. Reach is like as high as it gets in the funnel. You know, this is like literally just somebody viewed the ad. You know, It doesn't get much higher than this. It's ghost town after that. Then the next step is they have to click the link on the ad, then they have to view the product page, then they have to add to cart, then checkout initiate, then add their payment info, then purchase, right? I don't know why this says 0, because if 2 people purchased, maybe they had it saved, I don't know. But it keeps going further, right? And then you finally get to the point where they purchased, correct?
Yep.
So basically we're just looking to push people from the top of the funnel further down to the lower part of the funnel, getting them here. And as you can see, we have a 2.86, a 3.04, that's 2.98 return. And in order for us to improve that, we could basically say, well, here's a good spot to do it, because this is a big gap, right? And that is, let's drive more people to the checkout page whenever they click the add to cart button.
Got it. So
just build that out, and then you hit save, and then just type like e-commerce funnel. And then every time you open your ads manager, make sure to select e-commerce funnel at the bottom. Every time you open the ads manager, go here, select it.
Okay.
And that way you have every metric you need to see in your line of sight, right?
Got it. Thank you.
Yep. All right. And then you want to basically make sure, are you driving them? Just like some quick rundown. Are you driving the people to the product page?
Yes, I'm focusing on right now out of all the products, gym wear, like athletic wear, because it's more year round and it's a little bit easier to sell.
All right. You should focus on the #1 selling product to start with, and then work backwards from there. Okay.
Yeah. Would you mind looking just to make sure that the ads are working properly and everything's okay?
Hit edit on one of those so we can just see where they're going. Scroll down so we can see the link. I wouldn't put any price in the ad. You should go to, all right, check it out. We need this. You need to go to Facebook business case studies.
Can you do that right now?
That way,
I'll do it on my own time. But Facebook business studies?
here, I'm gonna switch to my screen again just because this is important.
Okay.
All right, so since like you haven't like written an ad before, right? Like, or like written ads that have like generated like a high return on ad spend, you know?
Right.
The best thing to do is go to literally Facebook business success stories, like find this, and then just like click industry, click e-commerce, and then look at this right here. Same category, high returns, literally what we need. It literally says higher returns. We click on it. It tells us that they got a 6.2x return on ad spend, an 18x return on ad spend with Instagram. So that tells us, one, you need to make sure you're on Instagram. Like you need to choose all Instagram placements, like right off the bat. Literally from just looking at this case study, because it's in the same business you're in, we already have so much more insight. Now we know what an 18x return on ad spend is going to be. That's pretty obvious. Instagram stories. Predominantly your customers have been historically ladies, right?
Yep.
So I mean, like you need to follow what's going on here. So you choose those placements. We keep going down. We can find out the ads they ran. You need to set up carousel ads, just like they did. You need to have one word. Make sure they're all one word per image. Have your product there. Make it high quality. Don't just have like an image of like, you know, find a high quality image. See how this is very consistent. I would even to improve their ad, I would just like have caps on each one or just lowercase on each one. So just put the product name, right? And look at this, it's a one-liner. It's a one-liner. Don't put any caps, just do the lowercase and like put in a one-liner. Literally test it that way.
Yeah, okay.
I would go through and redo all of your ads and just like get as close as you can to copying stuff that's already worked. I mean, like, look at this, you know?
Yeah, that's great results.
Yeah, it's 18x. Why not use what's working? And you can read this here too. They reached out to broad audience of US. What do we talk about? The control audience is broad. Women interested in fashion and fitness. You should launch 2 interest audiences at $5 daily into a separate campaign and put one interest as fashion, put one interest at fitness. You see what I'm saying here? Make sure it's US.
Yep.
Like you see all these insights, it's unbelievable. They did a lookalike based on its list of existing customers. I would download a list from Shopify, upload it, match it, launch a lookalike based off of the existing list of customers. You know, they give out the entire strategy right here. It's so unbelievable. They even did a lookalike on website visitors. You're doing it. They used photo ads, featured women striking. So just do the same thing. You have a ton of images with ladies and images, right? You have a ton.
Yep.
So use it and match it with your best selling products. Don't try products that have no sales. Use your number one selling product. That way you can generate a heavy return on ad spend upfront, generate a huge marketing budget, and then roll that into testing things that you don't know that work yet. That way you don't lose a bunch of money up front. We don't have time to lose thousands to find out what's going on. You should start profiting off of the things that we know that's going to work. Following this, literally exactly what they're saying here. It couldn't be any better than this.
Yeah, that's really good.
In the next phase, they use dynamic ads to show shoppers images from the company catalog. This, what they're referring to here, is a retargeting ad. So you just launch a retargeting campaign called product catalog and use the dynamic ads, and you can retarget using people who viewed a specific product, and it's super relevant. It's going to cost you pennies. And then each ad was tailored to the individual's display products. It does it automatically with dynamic ads. And then every single button needs to be shopped now. And all of their ads appeared in carousel format. I wouldn't even do single images anymore. Just switch all to carousel, right?
Yeah.
Allowing the company to show off multiple products in one ad. That's okay. I would prefer one product with multiple different like angles, right? And see how it's consistent? This isn't like this lady's the same in every single one, right? Or just about. But you see the backgrounds, they're all the same.
Yeah.
You don't want like somebody at the ocean, then somebody inside of a basketball place. Like you need it consistent. All the backgrounds need to be consistent, but like it all has to be consistent. I'll even show you over here. Let me switch back. Check this out. This one right here, this one was getting like a 6x return on ad spend. Look at this. Here's the consistency aspect of it. Ready? It's a carousel and it's e-com and it's working. See what I'm saying? What is it? Same person, same person, same person. And it features the product in 3 different ways. Ready? Starts right there. Here's the product here. Here's when they're putting it on. And then finally, here's the product itself. Look at the naming. See the name?
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same. It's the same. Shop now, shop now, shop now. Like, and then all you got to do is just put number 1. Bestseller. Whatever your product category is, put number 1 bestseller, because that's why you want to start with a number 1 best-selling product, because it's going to drive the highest return on ad spend. We're doing it right here. That's exactly what these people did as well. This one's hitting a 6. You know, like these are the things that you got to do. You see? And then at the end, just have the logo. And then this isn't anything fancy. It's like, you know, it's very normal. It's just some copy. And it's not like caps or anything. It's just very, you know, 3 lines. And then you can look at all the other placements. You see the consistency, number 1. Just make sure you choose automatic placements. And like with the business you're in, I guarantee you Instagram is going to be the best selling. And in this case, it is for them. So I can assure you it's going to be for you as well. See it? Keep it consistent. Next thing, keep going down. Read this one, you know. They use the Power 5. That's literally using campaign budget optimization, automatic placements, advanced matching, all of those things. Just implement what they have here. And then once you do that, once you have those things, like this is a million action items for you already. You ready for the next thing? You just hit the back button, scroll down, and we just find another one. Load more, we just keep going until you can find one. So like literally you just keep going. What is this? No, that's probably just supplements. Until you find something. You can go through a lot of these. Just make sure it's the same like industry you're in, right? You can actually narrow it down even further too at the top. E-com, and then you can do product. I would do conversions, website conversions, and then that should help. all of these are worth looking at.
I'll definitely have to do that. I was just gonna copy that, basically copy that one that you just showed me, the bombshell sportswear.
There we go. Here's one right here. You just typed in the word swim, 6.6, 3.3. What did they do? Let's just scroll down. Oh, it's another carousel. Oh, look at this, get 60% off. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Ready for this? We have like, bam, get up to 60% off. Bam, get up to 60% off. What does it say? 6% off. You know, it's not rocket science. We just got to, the thing is, we just use what works, you know, like no need to reinvent the wheel, right? And we can literally just start off with a high return on ad spend, literally straight out the gate.
Yeah, and then use it for other products.
Yeah, exactly. And it works. We know it works because, like, you know, we have the facts. See, like, look at this. Like, their ad could even be better if they just like made it to where it all fits on mobile, you know?
Yeah.
But like, I mean, like, these are just things that you can do. So I would go and redo all of the ads until they're like perfectly aligned with this. And then also just make sure to use the search feature in the program. Like right here, when you access the program, just press the top left button. Anytime you have like a question on a specific topic, type in like e-commerce, enter, it's gonna pull up all of the videos that we ever talked about e-commerce. One has an e-commerce funnel, two, this one right here, Q&A call number 29. We talked about e-com. Every single one of these pulls up that we talked about e-commerce. How to improve return on ad spend for e-commerce. Literally, weekly Q&A call number 30, hit view. These topics are in order. They're every single one of these topics are in order in terms of the video. So the first topic we covered, how to improve return on ad spend for e-commerce. Literally, so you just hit play, see what's going on, right?
Awesome, awesome.
Like these are a million things. So just like go through and just like revamp everything.
So I should still keep it though on like the website visitors, and like if I haven't had any purchases yet because I just am launching this now, should I still keep it on? Like how many should I do out of the 5? Should I just keep it on website visitors?
Do website visitors, do the open audience, because those two were both also in the one we just looked at before this, remember?
Yeah, the control.
We're just looking at it. Yeah, those two were there. And then also, like if we go back to this, just read every single word. Don't miss a single thing. Like read it like right here. Remember this? Broad audience, you have that one. Fashion, you need to have one interest audience with that, and then you need to have another interest audience with fitness. That's 2 more audiences you can now have, right? Lookalike audience is based on a list of customers. If you don't have it, you don't have it. And then the lookalike people who had visited its website. You do have that one. So you have 2 of the 4 they have.
Okay.
And then do the dynamic. You know, set up retargeting, that's 5. And then launch the same like ads, just like the same format and style, right? And then once you do that, what do? We go to the next one. And just keep going through these. Do every single one you can. That like type in use a search tool. Swim. Do that one. You know, do like we could try clothing. Let's see if that pulls up anything. All right. You know, we just choose something that's similar. Like let's do this one. It doesn't have to be like an exact, you know, the same exact product, but I mean like just the same industry is good enough. This one's subscription, so that might not work. But you see what I'm saying here?
No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, I do website visitors, and then like you said, I have different audiences, but am I making 30 different ads with one audience and then another 30 ads in another website visitors with a different audience?
It's the same 30 ads in each ad set.
But different audiences.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would just redo all of your ads.
Yeah, I'm going to.
To be like this. Find as many as you can. Yeah. Because, you know, it's probably going to work, right?
Definitely, yeah.
It's going to have a much higher rate of success. And if you pair it with your #1 selling product already, you know, the things, it's like you put all these components together and it's just going to fly off the walls. Cool. All right. So yeah, just do those things.
Thank you very much.
Yep. This video will be up within the next like 24 hours. So you'll be able to play this back too.
Okay, sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And Kit, you've been unmuted.
Yes, hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Raj, yes, and Raj, you've been also unmuted.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, so I'm just I'm trying to get this massive CSV of, you know, contacts imported. I just want to make sure I do it correctly first and foremost, because it's like, you know, a lot of contacts and it's directly from ClickFunnels. So I don't.
I just requested access.
Oh yeah. Show my screen. Okay.
Perfect. Yep. So you're trying to upload that audience?
Yes. I mean, I have this whole Excel file.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So just go ahead and duplicate. So you're ready so go to the ad set level.
Okay.
And then just duplicate whichever ad set makes the most sense. It looks like you only have one ad for each of these. Is there any difference in these audiences, by the way?
I think there was, but I don't know. I might. That's something that I've wanted to look at as well. Just make sure that I didn't customize it too much. But some of them do. Otherwise, it's pretty broad. As far as it's like mostly women from that age range that we talked about, and the distance from the location.
Yeah, I would just make sure to go through and rename the ad sets by the audience so we know just by looking at it, because they're all titled. So just go ahead and duplicate one of these ad sets.
Yeah, Chase, this is Raj. I have a quick question.
Okay.
So we have like 17,000 contacts. And so how are we supposed to use them? Can you just give basic idea?
Yes, we're setting that up now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Yep.
So, would I just duplicate? Okay.
Yeah, and we're just changing the audience in here. And so we'll hit duplicate. We're going to keep the campaign original.
Okay.
And then we're simply going to scroll down and choose right there, create new custom audience.
Oh, this one?
Yep, the little blue button right below it, create new.
Create new, custom audience.
And then customer list. Use a file that doesn't include LTV, because lifetime value is what that stands for. That has
because it has I noticed that. And then
select the origin. So just choose the directly from customers, because that's where y'all got this info. Y'all didn't get it from anybody else. Upload the file of your 70,000 customers or the emails. So just select that one.
Sorry, I gotta. And then what do you think I should name this? Just
keep it that, and then just hit space, and then put in the number of the contacts.
Like the total number?
Yeah, if you know it.
I just 17K or something.
Oh, 17. Okay, yeah. There you go. And then hit next.
Okay.
And then just start matching these. So that is not the phone number at the top. So do not upload.
Do not upload. Okay. Email. Do not. Well, yeah. So Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Go to the last
there is a
name.
phone number now.
Yeah, hold on. First name. It gives a full name for some reason. Do I just avoid that?
Yes.
Okay, so do not upload. What about like location?
Yep. You want to do those.
Okay.
It splits it though, and by the city and so you would have to segment that on your own if you wanted to match that data.
Okay.
So since it's not, so just scroll down.
Okay. Phone number is there. This is all campaign information. And then, would this be good? These 5 columns? Email, last name, first name, age. Okay.
Now it's going to match all of those contacts to a Facebook profile, Instagram profile, basically any device and ID that's been tooled through their system.
Wow, that was quick.
All right, then you're just going to hit create lookalike, because now we're going to find people who are just like those contacts. Then choose United States.
United States.
And then hit create audience.
Okay.
So now it's going to, that's it. Then you just X out the ClickFunnels contacts. Scroll up just a little bit. You're going to remove the custom audience from that, because there's no need to target the people who are already in the ClickFunnels.
Oh, okay. So remove this right here?
Yep.
Okay.
And anytime y'all want to upload a list or anything, it's the exact same process. Anytime you want to create an audience, just duplicate the ad set and repeat this process. And you can do this for every location, every ad account y'all have.
Yeah. Wow. That's why I didn't want to do this. So if I like rename this,
scroll down.
Oh, okay.
Just copy the lookalike, hover over lookalike, and then just copy that.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm going the wrong direction.
Just copy that. Yeah, you can just select it all and copy. Yeah, just try to select it. Like you just like drag over it. It's kind of weird, but yeah, there you go. That was exactly how you had it a second ago. You want to highlight it with the blue, just as you are copying it, and then just copy.
Okay.
And then just paste that in at the very top. Scroll all the way up and then paste it. There you go.
Oh.
Now you know what the audience is. So lookalike of the ClickFunnels contact 17,000. There's no other way of knowing.
Yeah.
So then you use this in lookalike ad, lookalike audience ad, right, as a contact?
I'm sorry?
So you use this audience in your lookalike ad as an audience, right? Targeted audience, is that the idea?
Yes, because usually with the lookalike of all the people who've submitted their contact information in your ClickFunnels, it's going to find people who are probably going to do the same thing. Like people who are similar. So like if it's like predominantly women age 30 who end up converting and purchasing, it's going to try to find more people just like that. So
yeah,
usually these audiences are a lot more accurate. You're not having to fish for things. It's literally like you have the data to use it. So publish, and that's it. And then just like we talked about yesterday, I would also make sure that you put all those ads in make sure you distribute all of the ads from the main primary account you'll have, which is Chesapeake, which is performing well. Yeah. And then you could also put this lookalike in every single ad account as well.
Okay. I don't know. Locations. Somehow this thing goes in waves now. It looks like Chesapeake may just gonna go underperform. Can we look at Chesapeake and see how? Look, it appears that soon it's gonna underperform. It's already going down. Yeah, look at the ads ad.
So what do you want to look at?
Performance last couple of days.
Okay, sorry, I gotta collapse this.
So what is what are your thoughts on why it's
I don't know. I think it's just, I have no idea. It's just weird thing that I've seen that sometimes some studio begins to drop in a lot of schedules and people just come in a blitz, and then you see one studio doing so good in ads, and then it drops, and then another picks up. It's not consistent. And I have no idea whether it has anything to do with the Facebook algorithm or time of the month or whatever. I do know that the pay period, it goes up, ramps up on 1st or 30th of the month. But
all right, you should always have the drafts cleared out if they're not going to be finalized.
Oh, how do I do that? I'm sorry.
On the top right, the drop down arrow, just hit discard draft.
Okay.
Because that can get that.
Yeah.
With Facebook, they don't like that, because like if you have like enough stuff in draft, it can eventually like a mistake could happen, something could get approved and then it could get disapproved. And then just deselect the breakdown for a week because you already have it selected with the last 7 days at the top.
Oh, okay. So
breakdowns.
Oh, remove all breakdowns?
Yep.
Okay.
So it looks like the 3 leads at $33.97.
Yeah.
That one can be turned off because that's just really high compared to your $8.81.
Okay.
Yep, turn it off. And we're turning that one off because that, what is that? That's like literally like almost 4 times the amount, 3 times the amount.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
does that make sense?
Yes.
And which one do you think is more consistent?
You mean from here, the chess 5-5?
Yeah, compared to the woman too broad.
Well, probably the chess women. That would be mine. Yeah.
Yeah, because it has 22 leads. It has $8.81. And if you go to last 14 days, just do that. And the top right. Last 14 days. Oh, no, not that part. At the very, very top. The timeline to the left, last 14 days.
Oh, sorry.
My bad, top right.
Oh,
it says last 7 days, 25.
Yeah, right in the.
There's something in the way here, this little panel.
Just before, on the left-hand side, I've updated now. Just above, go up. Yep. Yeah, right there. Last 7 days.
Down a little bit and to the left.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Jeez.
That is the most, like, that tool right there, everybody needs to get that one, like, solid, because, like, that is the most commonly used thing. Because, like, we need to be able to know what days we're looking at always. So, if you do the last 7 days, you see it's actually decreased in cost. Because last 14 it was at $9.86. Then we go to last 7, now it's at $8.80. So the results are getting better. And that one's actually considered consistent because the variation is like, just, it's not even like $1, it's by the pennies.
Yeah.
So over time, that one will just bounce between, a very small range of numbers, which makes it more consistent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. And then the old Dennis video, like if you scroll over, let's see how many link clicks it has.
Sure.
Oh, it only has 64 cents on it. Yeah, honestly, you might not even need that one.
Okay.
Because Facebook doesn't even like register that as being like something worth putting the spend towards, because y'all are on the campaign budget. Yeah, so like doing these things, removing stuff that's extremely high in cost, looking at last 7 days, looking at last 14, looking at the last month, and like watching the results, see what the variation is. It's going to give you a better idea of what to keep and what to cut. And like, since you're in the Chesapeake, you could duplicate that ad set and launch the lookalike into this one as well. Repeat the process. Cool. Awesome.
Do we need to like since we canceled, do we need to up the budget of anything or?
Go to the campaign level. Your budget
Okay.
won't change because that's where your all's budget is on the campaign level.
Yeah, that's right.
So
that's right.
if you cut an ad set with campaign budget, you won't have to change.
Gotcha.
But if it's on the ad set level, then you'll want to move the budget somewhere.
Okay. Raj, any more questions?
Yeah, can you look at one of the Newport News or Virginia Beach and see how it's doing just real quick? I don't want to take too much time, but.
Which one? Virginia Beach?
Yeah, Virginia Beach.
So we just launched all these yesterday. This ad account, you'll remember it had $500 cost per lead.
Yeah.
Right? Today, it's already at $6. It's at $12, and it's $16 per lead. That's literally like, you already have more leads in it. It would have cost you $1,000 last month to get this many leads.
Yeah.
And this month it only cost you $16. So, or this day actually. So like moving forward, your Virginia Beach one is just gonna, it's gonna look like two totally opposite things that are just happening. Last month, it's not even gonna be comparable because of how different the results are gonna be. Y'all are gonna have way more leads in this one this month. So just give this time because this is just gonna get better and better and better as time goes on.
Okay.
Any recommendations based on what we have done so far?
Do we need to, should we go to the Facebook, those very well done ads and sort of do something like that, or should we start looking at those? I know you mentioned it, but you were talking to somebody else about.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If y'all want to find ads, yep. If y'all want to use that method as well, that is like exactly. Like I mean, it's like perfect.
Would we create a new campaign for that and have like a low budget for that just to test, or?
Nope. You would just go to the ad level and just duplicate an ad in the ad set.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything in kickboxing, so.
Well,
if you just use fitness, it's the industry, not the specific.
Yeah. There are some gym ads, but then they were selling gym clothes and things like that. So, but yeah, we'll look at it.
Okay.
I don't have any more questions for now.
All right. So. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, just make sure to launch those ads into the other audiences, then lookalikes into the other ad sets, and then on Wednesday we'll have another call.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome. Alrighty.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Just as a quick example, maybe let's just see. We do fitness, Gold's Gym. Yeah, y'all are already beating these results anyways. What we have set up for you is already going to do better than what these gold gyms are results. We would need to find something like extremely like something just like where like somebody's paying like less than $1 per lead in all of their cases. Yeah, nobody in the fitness industry is going to be able to, they don't have a case study better than what y'all are going to be doing soon. All right, cool. Eddie's son, it looks like I can't unmute you, so you're gonna have to join like with the audio pin in order to be unmuted. I do have your list of questions here just in case. Are you connected to audio? All right, you've been unmuted.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I have a question. So I have 2 ads right now, and you told me to wait 4 to 7 days to like see how ad goes to like let optimize. So my question is, so what should I do right now? So should I test more products right now, or should I just wait for the ads to like optimize?
Well, don't you have only Black Friday ads set up?
I have one Black Friday ad for one of them, and the other one is just 50% off.
Yeah. So just like what we were doing with everybody else, I don't know if you caught the part where we were talking about the Facebook business success stories.
Yeah.
Were you here for that portion? If not, I'll upload this
I saw
anyway. Yeah. So like do the same thing. Just go through, find your specific, like what's something that somebody would have similar to you. You're in the e-commerce, right?
Yeah, e-commerce. Yeah. It was a photography backpack.
So you could type in photography. That one's not going to be it. You'll probably be better just finding something in e-commerce because they don't use specific products. They go based off the company. So if like you'll have to go through these and like find something.
Mm-hmm.
And like you'll be able to like know like just see what the results are, and then like if they have a high return on ad spend, try to use the same formatting and like implement something like new ads, because like Black Friday isn't going to last forever. So
yeah,
like I would launch like new ads in all of your ad sets, and then also I'd launch some more interest audiences just like you were doing, and test more. Just at $5 daily, test a lot more with the new ads you find from a specific campaign.
All right, sounds good.
Yep. And then do you still want these questions, or did you figure these out?
Yeah, I'm pretty much finished. It's fine.
Perfect. Yep, so just do those, and then on the following Wednesday we'll see the progress.
All right, thank you, man.
All right, Gregory, you're going to need it.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
You want to go through that again?
Check. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, you got kind of quiet for a second. Yeah, I've been working on these funnels. I kind of got a little bit of insight. I'm actually moving this around right now.
We got
let's just try this.
10 more minutes.
What's that?
Off for a call.
Yes, no worries. So this is what I've surfaced so far. So I've got the organic funnel seems a little bit off in the metrics, but at least gives you an idea. I didn't create the paid traffic funnel just yet, but I do have insights. I created this chart, like people who actually log in. This is sort of my best reference point of people who purchased. It looks pretty accurate to my data. 335 users is about what I have internally. So this looks pretty accurate. So this is saying about 48% are US and 28% other, and 23% like unknown. So I don't really know how to break those down any further.
We'll have to get a lot more users in those other countries to find out what they are. Okay. But if you have deeper funnel metrics on like your ClickFunnels where you could find that out, that'll work as well.
Yeah, I think I can do that. I think I can go into my funnels and like download their information, and I can find like indicators that are like, hey, this is probably a country we should focus on.
Got it. Yeah, so basically what you do here is like, if you want to find a better audience, just go ahead and click on like you see the little 3 dots next to your organic funnel?
Yep.
Click that, duplicate. Because you have a 0.12 funnel conversion rate in that. It's just small, So like we need to find something better. So like hit edit on the new one you just duplicated.
Which one's the duplicate? This one? Okay.
Yep, the 3 dots. Just hit edit, and then basically you're just going to filter. Then you can just come up with different audience segments. So here's an example. Try like filter people who click on the filter to people. Click on that.
Mm-hmm. To hit a new one, or just like look at this one?
You can just X this out, the X on that one. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
and then just hit add filter. And then do create new filter, performed an event, do like page views, and then do event count is greater than 3.
Gotcha. Like,
or greater than 2. Now watch your
engaged
funnel
people.
right?
Yeah.
So what you just did was you filtered the people who viewed at least 2 pages, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is a segment of people in your funnel. So it's only showing you people who literally had to have viewed a page more than twice. And now your funnel conversion rate went from a 0.12, it looks like, to a 0.3.
So it, yeah, almost tripled.
Exactly. So what would happen if you created a lookalike off of that audience?
Probably increase.
Exactly. So this is a good way to figure out how to increase your conversion. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
And you can test as many different types of audiences in this as you want. And then like once you find a high conversion rate, a funnel conversion rate, then you just go create that custom segment, your ad account, and then make a lookalike on it. Let's do another one. Just change it to 3, more than 3 times. Click the word twice. Yep, just select it and then just change that to 3. Just hit the backspace on it. Oh, there you go.
Oh, whoops.
Backspace, then 3. Enter. And basically to create this audience segment, if you wanted to use it, you would literally just go to your audiences, click page views, last 30 days, and then you do frequency 3, because that means.
Okay. Oh, this is also a huge date range. This is like
30
June.
days.
Okay.
Since you have enough data, you have a lot of data.
Because I was looking at total logins for people who have like been on there for a long time.
Yeah.
Last 28 days, that's close enough. Still 22.
Let's see what the 0.29. So like.
So that's pretty close to the same amount.
Yeah. So you just keep playing with this until you can find something really good. But always make sure your page view audience is a little bit over 1,000.
Yeah, it is 2.72.
Yeah. Cool. So just keep doing that. Once you find something like a high funnel conversion rate, you'll be good to go.
Okay, so that's the next action item. 5 interests, find high funnel conversion rate. New custom audience or new lookalikes, right? Based on that?
Yep. And then can you see my screen? I'll show you real fast.
Hold on a second. Yep, I can now. Mm-hmm.
So we do this as well. We built out like a ton of segments, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all visitors less 60 days, 1.3%. Page views 60-day frequency 2. Now we're at a 4.49. Then did frequency. This one's greater than 2, but this one's like equal to 2 or greater than. We just keep on going to 3. Now it's 8.44. We switched it to content view greater than 1. Now it's 11.2. Literally, if we just created these.
So I could do that in my ads funnel.
I'm sorry.
I could do a content view in my ads funnel.
Yeah, because your ads funnel's page views. Yours then goes to the opt-in. You have it titled something. Then yours is content view. Then yours is the registrations completed. Then initiate checkout. Then purchase. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
But I would stop it at initiate checkout because you don't have a purchase in your in that funnel yet, right?
I don't have it yet.
So like this is then you're just gonna be able to find out how to get people closer all the way here, because the 11.2 is people getting to this point, which is completing this final step, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just keep on like creating audiences until you can find something where you're literally hitting like a 41. You see this?
Yeah.
Like once you get up to there, like launch an audience. Last 90 days, we're testing a ton of them. We're still doing it. We launch all of these into testing, and usually the numbers stay true. They hold up and they convert extremely well.
Okay. All right. So would you recommend prioritizing this over the interest-based targeting?
Do them both. It's $5 daily. You need to test a lot more.
Okay. All right.
So like launch the 5 interest, watch those over like a 4-day period, cut them if they don't work, keep them if they do. Look at the lower funnel metrics when you decide to cut or keep. And then basically launch lookalikes because you have the data, so why not use this dashboard to figure it out?
Right.
Get a high conversion, funnel conversion rate that you can find. And then literally like launch that as an audience and see if it does perform as good as it says it will.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Yeah, sounds good, man. Well, I will, all right, so that's my next thing. So should I be doing anything with countries like right now, or should I?
Yeah, test them.
High priority.
Throw them in there as well. Figure out which country's the #1 selling now.
So try countries and international?
Yeah, just choose the ones that try to find your countries that are selling the most.
Yeah. Should I also start cutting the low performing ads creatives?
Absolutely, always. You should be doing this like round clock, not every call, because it'll be like a snail. You'll never get there.
Right. Yeah.
But if you do, like,
I'm just making sure I'm at that point now where I can start making those judgment calls.
Absolutely. You have all of the analytics and like dashboard built out to be able to say, all right, I know what I need to do. Cut this, scale this, move the money here, add interest. I should test this. I should try these. Basically you have all the tools to come up with more ideas.
Okay, cool.
We do this like weekly. Like we'll come in here and like launch a bunch and just try to figure something out.
Cool. All right, man. Sounds good. Well, sounds like I got my work cut out for me.
All righty. I'll see you.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for your help. Yep. See you.
No problem. Bye.
Bye.
All right, that will go ahead and conclude this week's live Facebook Ads Expert Mastery weekly Q&A call. If you haven't already, sign up for Wednesday's call, and I will see you then.